Good morning. My name is Jaspreet Kaur and my student ID is LGB3030. Today I will discuss about issues in cash flow statement. Firstly, introduction. The presentation shows the first section to develop relationship between the cash flow statement with income statement, and it shows the relationship between to understand the three firms, that is BHP Limited, Santos Limited and Fantastic Limited. Another after that, difference in income statement and cash flow statement. The firstly significant difference between two statements are diversified. Another one, they are according to difference in financial performance of the year. And the third one, non-cash expense makes first difference incurred in business through net income calculation across business. And after that, the capital expense level through calculation indicates the capital nature of portion of estimated through revenue generation process. And in the end of the difference, cash flow statement create three activity divisions in income statement. After that, the next one, usefulness of both statement of for investors. It helps to assessment in carried out, and it helps to create liquidity and solvency, and it also helps to investor conduct net cash in business, and it's better cash flow statement on enhanced activity in business. And main source of cash and use of cash for companies. The BHP Limited carries financial performance from 2017 to 2019 and the shareholder contribution to BHP Limited. And after that, in another company, the Santo Limited in 3-year financial record and the Fantastic Limited create borrowing of share issues. And the and trend in continued operations of the firms. Trend like operations activities are carried out, like every company have a different trends and they according to work from there. And non-cash effects are carried through low generation of cash recipient, and cash payment as compared to implies every year from the differently, and generating a high amount of cash inflow. Adjustment in the cash flow of the net cash flow, the significant trend of Santos Limited from its continued operation. And compare and contrast the net income and cash from operation of BHP Limited and working capital analysis of the analysis of firms. And there is one of the similarities between cash flow from operation and the credit after taxation of BHP Limited has been positive value of the last three financial from the business, like last three financial of the business they showed positive result. And conversely, in the oppositely, one of the significant difference between two figures in these three financial years has been a positive trend of growth in these two figures. The most of the significant reason of the difference in two figures of BHB Limited from the last year, that is non-cash expense of the business like depreciation or impairment of the assets of business. And the second significant reason of the difference between these two figures is the net finance cost. Also, the third and the last significant reason is that is changes in the value of the current assets and current liabilities. BHP Limited used working capital in overall all the use of cash in 2017 and 2018, but in 2019 the working capital was used the source of the cash of the economy. Cash from operation adequacy for payment of the firm's capital expenditure and divided payment. Firstly, the customers were received in cash of the net cash flow and positive condition of the financial health that enhancement are ascertained through continued. And it is in cash recipient that constant loading in operational cash across the business record. And the BHP Limited company's net value income to be generated net income through decline as compared in the year of 2018. Excess cash from operation use of funds and how payment has been done of capital expenditure in cash deficient and dividend payment source of companies. Like BHP Limited create account with respect of three last years. Expand that business conducts got deducted from the source of business revenue generator. And the income incurred by the business where the cash flow is created through operational amount. And The last one, respect of cash flow and business conduct that such amount of 3 years get duly adjust helpfully. Use of excessive cash of firms. The second cause of two figures being different in nature of the net finance become achievable to the cost of the business, and the non-cash high expense are observed across the business where depreciation is endured through like a impairment in the business record and the high adjustment possibility through net calculation. And the BHM limited by 2018 is declined, and but in 2019 it observed to the higher, like after 1 year it shows a different value. The main items impacting the cash flow of firms. Expenses from business capital $17,871 million to 18,461 million, and the 60,804 million are accounted. There is a difference between like a 1 million, yeah. And after that 2046 million and 1248 million from 2019 to 2017. In case of 2018 record, in the mid of both years, the total million net in capital expenses for 1578, and the causes adequacy is net cash amount after capital expenditure. Hence, the negative balance across three financial spans make the net cash flow to be skewed. Trends of selected business. What is the help to trend in the business? Limited subject to access, cash generation through cash divided payment across which the new properties are planted and equipped. Like if you have a proper trends, so we can place the new properties by adjusting your cash. Santos Limited causes company to generate additional assets of non-current nature where the gas, oil and exploration of new sites are included. And the third one, firm like a fantastic limited company, excess of cash as a liquidity is generated through capital expense and operations paid through market borrowing and sales share across business. Strength of the cash flow of the three companies. There is a positive enhancement across cash flow through where business activity 2018 helped adjust capital adjustment through decreased net cash flow. But in the Santos Limited create investment activities through cash flow subsiders where net cash is required through repaying of borrowing items. Selection of which company for lending purpose. First of all, BHP engages capital expenditure which is sloping upward, and the BHP Limited Company, the working capital sets the trend of downward slope, which indicates the consistent decrease in the current asset level, where current liabilities would set in across the company. BHP Limited constitutes the strength of driving data from prime source where the company's cash is engaged into across operations. But in the end of the conclusion, diversification in items of values, that income statement is created for cash flow statement, different form of accrual formation, the three companies like a BHPU and the other one two companies that they affect through evaluation of BHP company. Cash position of stability that among all the three companies like Santos, Fantastic, BHP, the financial position is attained at a better effect. Thank you. These are the references which can be used for to make the presentations. Thank you.